Hi everyone, this is CeeCee once again for another Donna Downey Studios Artist Gang video. Today I'm making a set of 4 cards and I'll be using Donna's stamps for that. So I'll be working on watercolor paper because I'll be using Twinkling H2Os, and this is the hot pressed, which is a nice smooth surface, and you want that because if you're going to do anything that involves stamping, more importantly heat embossing, you need a nice smooth surface. Right now I'm creating a mask out of a post-it note just to hide on the stamp the area where I want to stamp the quote. Because I'm going to be embossing this, it'll be difficult for me to add it afterwards. The little pouch that you're seeing me use is a pouch that has a fine powder, and that prevents the powder to stick everywhere on the paper. I'm using a Versamark ink to stamp the image. This image is Tangled Leaf Background stamp. And now I can add that quote. And again, I'm adding the black powder over that. Of course, I managed to get some ink around the quote stamp, but that's okay. I fixed that with my brush. So now I'm going to heat set that. And the way you know when your heat embossing has been successful is if it goes like that, or if it gets glossy, then you know that your embossing is ready. So I'm going to be doing 4 images, 4 cards, and I noticed that I've left the paper on the block or the paper pad. That's because it's going to make my life a lot easier when I add the water and the paper starts warping. So I'll detach that paper once I'm done everything. And the reason why I chose embossing as opposed to just stamping is because the embossing will act as a resist to the Twinkling H2Os. The Twinkling H2Os need to be watered a little bit. You let them sit for about 10 minutes and then you're good to go. So I'm adding the color and spritzing it with water, making it move on the images. And I kind of want like a patchy look. I don't want something too blended. That's what I prefer. And I'm not also covering the whole paper. I like to show some white areas if possible. Sometimes it doesn't always end up that way, but I try. So I'm just mixing my colors. I chose, of course, a set of cool colors for 2 images and a set of warmer colors for the other 2. Now, the stamp sets that I have used, as well as the colors of Twinkling H2Os, will be listed in Donna's post on her blog, as well as mine. And everything will be linked in the description below. So here are my images. You can see the nice shimmer that I got from the Twinkling H2Os. I love that. It adds a bit of bling without being too much. And now I'm going to take my paper trimmer and cut these images down to 4 by 5 1/4. And this will be perfect to add to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 standard card size. So you can see the nice shimmer that I got here up close and personal. That last one, I made a boo-boo in the quote, and I didn't feel like starting all over again. I'm going to use the flowers eventually on something else, but it happens. This is a white jelly roll pen to add touches of white within the designs of the stamps. And I'm now tracing around the quote because that mark that I had previously made did not go away totally, so I decided to just sketch around it. And I'm still adding some elements inside. I love that flower, by the way. This is the stamp is the Loop Bloom Flowers, really nice. I'm adding touches of white with India ink with a bit of water. I'm just flicking my brush, and it just adds that little something something. It's never done until there's either drippage or flicking. That's my opinion. And there I tried to hide the mistake with some white. That did not work. All right, so as you can see, I just showed you the card base, which is a piece of 4 1/4 by 11 that I scored down the middle to 5 inches. I'm adding foam adhesive to the back of each images and then just sticking them down on the card base. And that's pretty much it. So there you have it, my 4 cards. Very quick project, but it's nice to have a stash of cards at the ready when you need them. I love how they shimmer. This one is probably my favorite. I love the background of that. I love how it turned out. So I hope that you've enjoyed this process video. It's a project that's very quick with gorgeous images. You don't need to do a lot of work, obviously. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.